2 days after announcing the action, the Ministry of Transportation is finally providing details on a non-compliance order registered against one of its winter maintenance contractors.
That action comes in connection with the extended shutdown of Highway 17 between Terrace Bay and Marathon at the end of November. It was a closure that impacted hundreds, perhaps thousands of motorists. But as Ashley Bacon reports, there is little information on what penalties, if any, the contractor will ultimately face.
MTO Regional Director Ian Smith is putting blame for last month's extended closure of Highway 17 squarely on the shoulders of their contractor, saying they did not perform their road maintenance requirements in a timely fashion. As a result, Smith says the MTO is imposing penalties on the contractor, but it appears we will never know what those penalties are or if they will even be enacted.
The penalties are stipulated in the contract. However, they are confidential information in the contract between the contractor and ourselves. They are severe penalties and they do accumulate. So if they don't meet a particular requirement of the contract, they accumulate as the time goes on.
There have been persistent complaints about the quality of service being provided by contractors in keeping our roadways safe during the winter. And the ministry says fines for deficiencies were leveled against all 21 MTO contractors last winter. Part of the problem during the recent closure was caused by the contractor running out of salt and sand. And while the ministry acknowledges that it is responsible for monitoring and supervising the actions of contractors, Smith says the ministry does not share responsibility for their failures.
Well, these, as I said, are performance contracts. So we do is audit the contractor, especially when we see that there has been a problem, to see whether they met the requirements of the contract. When they don't, then we advise them and issue them a notice of nonconformance, which can result in penalties being applied. And that's really how we enforce those contracts.
In regard to road condition complaints this year, Smith says there haven't been many, and the few that have come in have been dealt with accordingly.
It's been an early winter, as we all know. We're a month into winter. Generally, though, other than this one incident, I think the contractors in the region have done a really pretty good job in terms of keeping the highways clear. We've had a few complaints, but we've reviewed them, and we haven't found any other instances where contractors haven't met the requirements of their contracts.
Ashley Bacon, TBT News.